Damn. Hello fabulous ones, welcome back to my channel. I am Marlo Keenan, and if you're new here, welcome to the fabulous family. Today we are going to do the foundation of the week, but we're not only going to do the foundation of the week, we're going to put a full beat face on, like, you know, everything. And the foundation that I am using is this Dermacol foundation. I got two of them because I have two different shades, and this was super popular back in the day. Nikki Tutorials raved about it. I looked in my drawer, it was all the way in the back. I'm like, oh my god, I'm buzzing this out to see if I still like it and to talk about it. I don't even remember. The only thing I remember is that it's super full coverage. As we get through the video, I will talk about, you know, the claims and all that stuff and the differences between now and then and all of that jazz. So if you want to know if I'm still liking this and if you want to see how I'm putting on a full beat of makeup and how I've been doing it, please continue to watch. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Now, let's get right into it. Okay guys, I am definitely excited about this video because I promise you I have not used these foundations in like probably 2 years. Again, I had discovered this by Nikki Tutorials. She did this, you know, video where like the best full coverage foundation in the world and whatnot. And from what I remember, it was super full coverage. It was covering up tattoos on, you know, Instagram and all that jazz. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And so I got this, but at the time that I got it, I could have sworn that they only had like 2 shades, okay? And so I had bought 2 and I was mixing them at the time, I believe. I did pull up the website. It says it's waterproof, hypoallergenic for all skin types, SPF of 30 and all of that jazz. It says it's clinically tested extreme covering makeup cover, was created as the first of its kind in Europe. So it contains 50% pigment, which make it a weapon against skin imperfections. It completely covers acne, loss of pigmentation, post-surgical bruises, tattoos, and all of that. It may be used on the entire face or body for coloration, darkening, or lightening the skin tones and ensuring ideal balance. Now it retails for $15 on the website. I know it's probably not my shade at the moment, but we don't care. We're gonna be testing this out today to see if I still like it and see what it looks like. It comes currently now in 19 shades, so that's an improvement from a few years ago when I could have sworn I only saw like 4 or 6 shades. So I'm excited. We're gonna do a full beat, everything, the full coverage, the concealer, everything. We're gonna do it. So let's just get into it. Of course, you know, I'm gonna first prime my skin with my concoction of my Gerard Cosmetics BB Illumination and moisturizer. I am like at the end of this container. I have to make me some more. So let's go ahead, spread that on the face. You guys will hear my fan because it's, you know, muggy. It's not necessarily hot, but it's definitely muggy because it is raining here in the GA. I even got the door open, so you might hear some sounds from the outside, some birds chirping or something. I don't know. Look at that glow that instantly gives me. You know, y'all be sleeping about what I be saying about mixing this BB Illumination with your moisturizer. Okay, now I'm gonna prime. I'm gonna use this No Problem primer, and I'm just going to use that in the center of my face. It is so funny how I was looking through my drawer and I saw these two and I'm like, oh my god, I have to pull this out. It is so full coverage. I'm going to show you both of them because I'm just going to mix both of them just for the heck of it. I've got numbers 222 and 223. So let's just put it on the hand. I don't even remember how much I should put on or anything. Oh god, that's light. And that's not even my undertone. Yeah. So just from the 2 shades, look how much of a jump that is just from one shade to another. Obviously this one is definitely not my shade. I mean, it's not even my skin tone. This is more of an olive undertone. This one is, the darker one is definitely my skin tone, but we just gonna mix it. Let's just mix it. And it feels super thick when I mix them together. I mean, the texture is super thick and creamy for sure. It ain't running at all. Okay, but let's go ahead. Now I know I probably don't have to put much of this on, but you know, And I'll definitely wear this for the rest of the week, because now that it's not as hot in Georgia and I'm not gonna be sweating like a bat out of hell, I don't mind wearing like a full beat, full coverage foundation. And it's so funny, for as long as I had this foundation, the expiration date says 2020. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing pretty good. This foundation lasts a long time. So I'm gonna take this big brush from Real Techniques, like a face and body brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. Wow. Feels like I'm painting my face. Okay, I will tell you that for it to be a full coverage foundation, it's very emollient. Like the texture of it on the skin, it doesn't feel dry at all. I can still see some of my freckles right here, to be honest with you. So I guess I didn't go that heavy on the foundation, but I will say it's still full coverage. You know, if I put more on, I'm afraid I'm gonna look like a cake face. So I'm not gonna put any more on. This is how I'm gonna leave it. It is like silky on the skin, and it matches my complexion. I mean, I would like it for it to be a little bit darker, you know, because you see how my skin, my shoulders, but I could probably add more of the darker shade. Let's just do it. Let's just do it for craps and giggles. We'll dot it right over here. Now, I don't like to put too much foundation on my forehead. This shade is this is like not my shade, but it's way too cool. You see, like see that color is all like ashy almost. I don't like it. Okay, as of right now, I'm just really hung up on the shade. I just don't like the shade of these two. But in terms of the formula, you know, it's a winner right now. It's so weird how this is full coverage and it's like juicy at the same time. I am really curious to know if anybody even remembers this foundation. And if you do remember, let me know down below. Did you ever try it? Are you going to try it? What do you think of it? Next, I'm going to go in with my Keenan Cosmetics concealer, and I'm going to mix the shades Light 1 and Medium. This is one of my favorite concealers. I like a bright under eye. Okay guys, I am just not feeling the shades of this foundation at all, but we're gonna still move forward. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now that the eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go ahead and cream contour with my Keenan Cosmetics foundation stick, an extra dark, and I'm gonna go ahead and do all of that. And then I'm gonna go ahead with my Fenty Beauty powder and set the face very lightly. Now you guys know I really do like to do this step before actually the foundation, but sometimes I do it afterwards too, especially if I'm using a foundation that's super full coverage. So you could do it either way. It just depends on how I feel and the foundation that I am using. So let's go ahead and get this on. And I know it looks super dark, but it will all be good at the end. Go ahead and blend this out. I really do love this foundation stick by Keenan Cosmetics. This is what I primarily use it for. I will tell you, all the products that I'm currently using are blending into each other very well. I mean, everything is just looking beautiful together. So I'm gonna take my Tati sponge here. I'm gonna go ahead and take my setting powder and press it in. You guys know I'm not gonna go ham on this. That's even a lot. I'm just gonna tap it on my wrist and then press it into the skin. And I will let you guys know, I do love this sponge. I find myself using it all the time. My girlfriend Sherry Ward is supposed to be sending me some more because she got some extras, but you know, she takes a long time to ship anything out. Just a little shade at my BF. Okay, now I'm gonna take this Princess palette by Tarte. I have been reaching for this a lot lately, like a lot, and I'm gonna go ahead and I mix these two shades at the end. I'm gonna set my T-zone and then I'm gonna mix these bronzers. I just go and mix it all and set all over where I contoured. Go ahead and set under the eye. And this look at that. You see the difference between this eye and that eye? It really brightens it up on the bottom. And I don't know what it is, guys. I really do. I'm one of those people, I love a bright under eye. You guys know I don't wear no blush, but I'm going to take my beauty sponge, it is damp, and I'm just gonna go ahead and press everything into the skin and blend everything into each other. Okay, now I'm gonna take this Jaclyn Hill highlighter, and I do love this highlighter. It's so pretty, and this is her loose highlighter, and it's called Bomb. I'm just saying. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my eyes, come back with a lippy, and I have some things to say about this because I definitely got some commentary about it, but I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. If you want to see this eye look, it's going to be in a different video. I'll link it above. I don't know which one is going to go up first, but this is actually my Natasha Denona bronze palette dupe eye majigga. So anyway, okay, so about this foundation, okay, so this is the thing. I am really hung up on the color and the shade and all that stuff. Like, I just feel like it just not matching me really well. I don't know what it is. I think this is a total A+ full coverage foundation that it's like doesn't dry out your skin though. Like, it really doesn't. It's full coverage, but at the same time it's like juicy and moist and not drying to the skin. It definitely is full coverage. I really do like the finish of it. I'm just hung up on the shade. When I first got these, I'm telling you, they only had like a few shades. They didn't have as many as they do now. And so I just totally forgot about this. As I said, I learned it from Nikki Tutorials. She ranted about this, you know, but I don't hear nobody talking about it no more. Like, I never see anybody doing reviews on it. I never even see, not necessarily reviews, but people using it in the routine. You know, it's like the latest thing comes along and then people just forget about these foundations that were super popular. You know what I'm saying? Everything I put on top of this foundation blended in really well. It didn't move or anything like that. I haven't had it on all day or anything like that, but I did have it on for a couple of hours because I did another video. But other than that, I do like it, but I'm just, the shade. Like, I think when I'm less tan in wintertime and I mix these two together, you know, it'll be fine, because I mean, I made it work. It does look good, but I'm just hung up on the shades. Okay, I don't know, but I do like it. So will I be wearing this for the rest of the week? I think I may. You know, I think I'm going to, because I do have an appointment on Monday, so I probably will use this just to get rid of it. As I said, I'm trying to go through my foundations and trying to just use up my stash and what I got, you know, before I buy anything else. So now that it's getting cooler outside, I don't mind wearing a thicker foundation because it's cold. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get through this. But again, I'm just hung up on the shade, but I do like it. I'm not gonna, I mean, it look good. I mean, shoot, it is what it is. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I totally appreciate it. And again, I love you guys so much. And until my next video, bye-bye now.